Bonjour à tous et bienvenue à ma chaîne YouTube. Merci d'être ici et bon visionnage à tous. Today on my workbench I have Jeff's Breckwell brand analog version pellet stove controller. Jeff sent me this one because it had a couple problems, namely one of them being that the auger drive was on full time. It would not stop driving pellets into the fire pit. Of course, this caused the fire to rage really strong in his fire pit and became a safety hazard. So after discussing this with him, I suggested that most probably he had a shorted solid-state relay someplace on the circuit board and that I could fix that for him. When I received the controller, I tested it and sure enough the auger was on full time, but I also noticed a couple of other problems. One being that the manual feed switch was very sticky, it wouldn't rebound on its own, so the action was not very good, and the auto igniter circuit was not functioning correctly. So I did some work on it. I corrected all three problems. I tested it. It's been on for the last 24 hours without any issues. So I'm now ready to do final tests before I return this controller to Jeff. As you can see, I have Jeff's controller mounted on my system. My tester is made up of a faceplate which holds the controller itself. There's a wiring harness that connects it to the rest of the system. It also has an auger motor mounted behind the faceplate. The shaft from the auger motor comes out the front, and there's an X marks the spot decal on the shaft, so you'll see that spin in the video when the controller is asking for the auger to spin. Additionally, there's 4 light bulbs at the rear of the system, and those 4 light bulbs simulate different functions of your pellet stove. The first one simulates the igniter. As I mentioned, this controller has the capability of running an igniter circuit, so we will see this light come on during testing. The next one in blue simulates the combustion or firebox fan. The one in yellow simulates the auger motor, and at the far end in red, that light bulb simulates the convection or the room fan. So as I noted, we'll see all 4 of these fans come on during testing. As I previously noted, the controller is now connected to my tester using the wiring harness, so I'm ready to turn it on. As I do, we'll see a couple of lights at the back come on. We see the combustion fan come on, and we see the convection or room fan come on. This happened because of the way my tester is configured. I'm on low here, so the intensity of the convection or room fan is a bit low. So what I can do is check the manual fan switch over here, and as you see, as I press it to on, the intensity of the convection or room fan light increases, which means the fan would be running faster or slower, faster or slower. Additionally, I can check the low B, C, D, E max switch, and we see the intensity increase with every position change. As I note, for every one of these types of controller, positions D, E, and max are connected together, so the intensity doesn't change from DE to max. It stays the same. It blinks a little, but it doesn't change the speed of the fan. But low, B, C, and D, the intensity of the fan will change, and the fan will run faster or slower depending on the position. So that's all the manual checks I can do with respect to the convection or room fan. The last manual check I can do is the auger or manual feed button here. If I press this, we see that the light at the back with the yellow indicator is on, the auger motor fan is on, we hear the auger motor spin, and you can see here in the video that X marks the spot is spinning. So that is functioning correctly. I'm happy with that. So that's it for the manual checks. Now it's time to go into automatic mode. To go into automatic mode, I need to press the auger button here, and when I do, a few things will happen. Firstly, when I press that, a timer starts on the controller itself, and that determines when the first automatic cycle of the auger will be, and based on being in low here, that auger cycle will be quite low. And when I release the button, we'll see that the igniter will come on. So that's the first time we'll see the igniter work. So let me press it. Oh, the last thing that will also happen, I forgot to mention, is that the little green light up here will come on. So look for that. So as I press, we see the green light has come on. We had a quick burst of the auger motor. The timer has started. And when I release, the igniter should come on. There it is. I released and the igniter came on. I pre-tested this. The igniter will stay on for approximately 10 minutes. That's not something we're going to show in the video here, so this light will stay on for the remainder of this test. Just know that I've taken the time to test this feature, and the igniter will go off in approximately 10 minutes time. So as you saw, we had a quick burst of the auger there. Let's do that one more time. It'll be a fast, short little burst. There it is. That's because we're on low. The timer is quite long between cycles of bursts and quite short for the actual burst itself. One last time. Wait for it. There it is, one quick little burst. Reminder that we're on low, so the intensity of the convection or room fan is low. As I increase to max, we see the intensity of the convection or room fan has increased to maximum. This does not work anymore. This is on max. And we see we have a long auger motor cycle. That was a long cycle, and it'll be a shorter time between cycles. So this should happen quicker now. Let's wait for it real quick. There it is. Long on time and shorter time between cycles. One last time and we'll go back to low just to compare. So this is in the D position. Notice there, long on time, short off time. So I'm going to switch it back to low, and we'll do one more cycle, and you'll notice it'll take longer to get there, and the on time will be quite short. Very short. So there it is. Jeff, I want to thank you very much for sending me your controller for repairs. I appreciate that a lot. As you can see, it is now fully functional. All the features of it work. For all you other viewers out there, if you have a pellet stove controller of your own, whether it's a Breckwell, Quadrifire, or USSC, and you have questions or need service for it, please feel free to contact me. I'd be more than happy to discuss that with you. You'll find my contact information in a link in the video information just below here. In the meantime, I do hope that you'll take a few seconds to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that very much. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.